Whatever you want. Baby, say the words and I'm down.
Say like an American phrase. Like, what's a really
I pledge my allegiance
one?
to the flag.
Why'd you say it like that?
I pledge allegiance to the flag. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like when like foreigners try to do American accents, they always do like Valley Girl like esque.
I was copying what Rich said.
I'm just not gonna talk anymore.
I'm just not gonna talk anymore.
Well, you add like the Valley Girl accent to it.
I don't know what the value.
Well,
It's like at the end, the inflection goes like up. It's like, I'm not gonna talk anymore.
is that a Valley Girl?
The Valley Girl was more
Yeah, you're from the
I
Valley,
thought-
right?
Well,
You should tell us.
Yeah, maybe I just sound like Charisse now.
I don't think I talk like a Valley Girl though.
I don't think I talk like a Valley girl though.
I don't think I talk like a Valley Girl though.
Cringe.
Oh my god,
So
cringe.
cringe,
It's
guys.
so cringe.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to BYOT. We're a group of friends living in New York City, talking about our lives and spilling some tea sometimes. Today, we have Feral Rat Queen, Charisse.
Thank
We
you.
got the Short King, Eddie. And we got the Riz Lord, Rich. And my name is Dan, and I'm your host for today. But we have a smaller group than usual today because people are out of town. And Richard is going to be gone for the next couple weeks as well. So we're going to do these like psychological tests that Koreans love to do. My Instagram Explore page is filled with these. So I try my best to translate everything today.
I'm nervous. If it's a psychological test, I'm worried about the results. Like, what is it gonna say? Is it gonna say I'm insane?
You're unhinged.
I'm in here.
Could be. So basically, we're gonna use the whiteboard pretty much all throughout the episode. I'm gonna give you guys a prompt, and you guys will draw it out. And towards the end, we'll have like this or that, or like multiple choice questions. If you're a viewer watching this right now, feel free to try it yourself. I'll give you guys the prompt. Follow along and see what you guys get. So starting from the very first thing, draw a snake. You can be as detailed as possible. Everyone's so focused.
I'm done.
Are you serious?
Wait, how long is everyone spending on it?
I hope you just didn't draw a squiggly line and called it a snake.
It's pretty. I think it's pretty good.
What is that game called? That you draw something and someone tries to guess what it is.
Dictionary.
Pictionary. Make sure. Just think that you're playing Pictionary right now.
All right, I'm done.
I think mine kind of looks like a worm.
That's what snakes look like.
Yeah,
though.
that's what snakes look like.
Does anyone want to volunteer to start off first?
Sure. I'll start off.
All right.
So, this is my snake.
Oh,
Wait, show the camera.
You're gonna have to censor that.
So,
we're gonna get canceled.
What is that sword?
it's a snake. I mean, the snake is slithering. So it's got a little tongue. It's coming through the bushes, and there's some rocks here, and it's slithering out and hissing with the tongue over there on the side.
How long is that? It looks around 6 inches.
Yeah, it's about average size.
Looks kind of small, like a baby snake.
Well, like girls, usually think that, but it's pretty average size for a snake.
All right, Eddie, you want to share yours? You want to show it to the camera?
It's a snake. It's got a little tongue. Snakes sometimes actually have like beady eyes.
Yeah.
I try to draw in as well.
The head looks like a human. All
His
right,
name is Jerry.
Jerry, okay. Charisse,
I can see.
how about you?
I think mine might be the best.
Oh, you want to show the camera? It's an
Because actually, I took it seriously.
Wow. I did too. What you talking about?
I didn't remember if there was a pattern, but
That looks like a Pokemon. Why is it so adorable?
I made it really cute.
It has
Wait,
like
look at the eyes.
eyelashes.
Look at the eyes.
Yeah, the attention to detail.
All right.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to see the interpretation of this drawing?
Okay.
All right. So, there are 2 points, right? The longer and flashy the snake's tongue is in the picture,
Yeah.
it means that you have a higher sex drive.
Oh.
Who has the longest
Charisse
tongue?
got a long ass one.
Wait,
Plus 2.
That's a long ass
You
one.
can say he has the highest sex drive, though.
What do you mean? I got a little tongue. I have a little tongue, so I don't know what you're talking about, Charisse.
And then the next thing is if the snake has a pattern or scale,
Oh no, mine was plain.
it means that you're rough in bed.
Oh, dang! Eddie's is
Eddie, that was
spotted.
really rough.
I was done pretty early. And I
Wait,
was like, I
what?
need the patterns.
I have high sex drive and I'm
Yeah.
You get full marks on this one.
Is that accurate?
Whoa. Mine's plain.
Oh,
so,
God.
you know.
I mean, that's
There you go.
The Riz Lord is gentle, actually.
Let me riz you softly.
You're in your soft wrist era.
I think given the context right now, my sex drive is not high at the moment because we're recording a podcast.
what does that tell Sharice then?
Sharice is horny as fuck right now.
I am single, guys. Makes sense.
Lord, oh,
Checks
Lord.
out.
Oh yeah. Just for the context, she's the only single one here. So I guess it's pretty. I guess it makes sense.
I think I just understood the assignment.
Okay.
All I know is between all of us, I was definitely the A student.
Yeah. Art was not my forte.
You know, they used to call me Dick Casso.
All right. Second question is: you've entered a white room. There's a blood dripping from the ceiling, but there's a bucket underneath. Draw the bucket with the blood inside.
But not the room, just the bucket.
Just the bucket and the liquid inside.
How much blood do I want in here? Do I want?
Yeah, I know. What does it mean?
Eddie's ready.
I think I'm done, but it also looks like shit.
I don't think mine looks like. I don't know what it is.
What the fuck is that? Well, you got like a cauldron.
It's a big pot. I mean, I reuse this for hot pot.
Oh, Sharice is starting over. Wait, we have to be able to tell how full this bucket is with the liquid.
Wait, give me the scenario again.
You're in a white room, right?
White room.
Oh, white room. Why does that matter? Okay.
It doesn't even matter. It just what it said in Korean. I just translated it. There's a blood dripping down from the ceiling, and there's a bucket underneath. Just tell me how full that bucket is.
That's so scary.
There's only 1 point from this, so
Okay.
Oh.
it's whether it's full or not. Or
Oh, dude, I was trying to win an award.
But
I was trying to get an A here.
put the percentage next to it, okay?
I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
done.
Everyone want to show them one by one? I guess starting Riz Lord. All right. What did it say? What does it say?
7.5% full.
All right, Eddie.
This is mine. It is 90% full.
Oh, okay.
You got a cauldron over there.
Sharice.
I'm
Oh,
gonna say
90%.
This is 90% as well because I already drew it to the top.
Why is there a cross?
So it's like you can donate blood. I didn't want to think of like something really morbid.
But it's falling from the ceiling, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you donate blood from the ceiling.
I wanted to make it seem more like helpful.
She has an arrow pointing towards the liquid, and it says red.
Red.
It says the fuller the bucket, the higher sex drive.
Everything just means the same thing.
That's the only thing.
Damn.
I feel like there's no correlation.
There's no correlation. It's just for fun,
Draw
right,
a
guys?
circle. The bigger the circle, the bigger your sex drive.
I guess
Dan, what if you're just the horny one?
Yeah.
Why do you keep,
What kind of game are you playing here,
Dan?
Dan?
my girlfriend is not here today.
That's exactly why you're.
I'm so lonely, guys.
Because this is now the opposite result of what I got in the last one as well.
Yeah, but were
Oh,
you
'cause
being
you had a
real
little-
with the snake?
A little tongue.
Yeah, I thought it was a good snake. I
No.
wanted a passing grade.
Yeah, me too. I wanted at least an A.
What was
I've
the
been
reasoning for
traumatized.
the decimal?
Yeah, why 7.5?
Well, I knew I was getting like psychologically evaluated, so I wanted to be very precise. With,
Yeah, precisely.
Feel free to draw. You can draw or just write it down, whichever you guys want.
let's draw.
Okay, you're lost in the desert. You're tired and dehydrated, but you end up finding a house in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I'm so horny. you're really horny.
There's a hot
You're
girl
really
there.
horny.
What do you do?
Your sex drive is
Draw
off the
yourself
charts.
making love to the girl.
Please write down whether the door is open or closed.
You go to
Open,
a house in the desert.
So there's a girl in there.
Wait, explain this again. So you're a house. There's a house in the desert. You're dehydrated.
You just focus on the last part. You found the house. Is the door closed or open?
Depends on. I'm trying to mind game this now. Wait, so we're in the desert.
Desert doesn't matter.
Which desert? Okay. Are there other houses, or is it just the one house?
There's one house. What is it?
I saw Rich's drawing. I wish I didn't.
Damn, Charisse.
Is that a knife?
You're such an overachiever.
All right, Sherry.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, who want to show first?
I'll go first
Okay.
as usual. So this is my little house.
But what? Who's inside that house?
There's a window with somebody in the house. It's a girl with her titties out.
Wow.
So the door is open. She's very inviting. She's actually very friendly.
We're gonna get demonetized.
So
How about you, Eddie?
I drew something more normal. It's just a house,
Okay, so
but
door is closed.
The door is closed.
but the door is
Richard's
closed.
door is open.
But it's in the desert, so there's a cactus in the background.
Is that door open inside or outside?
No, it's
Is that-
closed.
Oh no.
Mine's
Richard
open, but I drew it wrong. So it opens inwards.
Okay, I don't know if that has further implications, but Charisse,
I drew a house.
why does a little girl have a knife?
It's a
That's a dog, isn't it? With a tail.
dog. It's supposed to be a dog.
It was a girl with a knife.
Yeah. It's a dog to try to be
There's a
motivating.
little murderous girl in there with a knife.
All right, so
But the door is open.
But Charisse's house is so much bigger than mine.
in the desert too.
In the desert, they got mansions in there
No,
with the
really,
little doggies waiting for
it's-
you.
It's a mansion with a with a puppy.
Mine's a little hut with a naked girl in there.
So
Okay,
Our
okay.
windows are the same though.
that's true.
feel
But
like
I
that's-
have more windows, so it's more luxurious.
You know, the more windows you have, the higher your sex drive.
All right. So if it says if the door is open, you're sexually more open.
Oh.
If the door is closed, you're more conservative.
Oh.
Oh.
So Eddie's answer is just like all over the place today.
He's not horny, but he is. And he's not open to it, but he might be.
But accurate. Charisse, though.
I know.
Do we want to talk about your answers?
Do you
Her
have a problem
answers?
right now?
Horny, horniest, and open to anything.
Open to animals? No.
And there's an animal in there.
With a knife.
He's
with
open
a
to
knife.
anything.
She is the animal.
Okay, this was the last drawing one. So next we're gonna do like a dating style test, and I'm gonna give you guys like a multiple choice. But there's no like right or wrong answer. It's just like whatever you think you guys are gonna do. The first question is, you have a date with your significant other, and you arrived a little bit earlier. While waiting, you see your ex. What do you do? And I'll give you guys multiple choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
A, tell them that you're waiting for your significant other. B, ask how they are doing like a regular friend. Or C, tell them you have an appointment and walk away from the scene. Or D, pretend not to notice. Write down your answers.
Done.
Those
I'm
don't
done.
work.
I got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, we got A, B, and D. Okay.
Oh, we're all so different.
Oh.
Interesting,
So what were the options
interesting.
again?
So A, which was tell them that you're waiting for your significant other, means that you're secure and independent.
Oh, that's accurate.
Yeah, you don't really
That's
cling
accurate.
on to your significant other.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate.
And then I think
Hey,
she's
I would say no one asked.
I got the best answer. Boom. I
Be
win.
like, your ex will just be standing there, and then you're like, I have a girlfriend. You're like, I don't care.
hold it right there.
Would you actually do that?
What?
If you see them, you'd be like,
I mean, I'd make it very clear up front. I'd be like, oh, yeah. Hey, good to see you. By the way, I'm meeting my girlfriend. Like, make it very clear so, like, there's no, like, weird situation
Misunderstanding.
when, like, my girlfriend walks up. I'm like, oh, by the way, this is her. And they're like, what the fuck? I didn't know she was joining us for dinner. I'm like, no, she's not.
All right, so Eddie said D, which is pretend not to notice,
Oh.
which is pretty straightforward. It says avoidance, someone who bottles up their feelings.
Oh.
Do you do that?
maybe. But I think from the practical standpoint,
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk to them. Yeah, it's avoidance. Actually.
Yeah, I think you're avoidant.
Thank you.
And I think Cherise said B.
Yeah.
It says B was ask how they are doing like a regular friend. It means someone who doesn't usually get affected by breakups. So they're pretty cool with the
Oh.
breakup.
I'm pretty fine with. Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
So you don't have
What was C? And
C was tell them you have an appointment and walk away from the scene,
And what does that mean?
which means you're devoted but expects a lot from the other person.
Oh.
interesting. That
I feel like I chose the best answer.
You don't care about the breakup? Are you emotional?
I mean,
No
can
sad-
it just be a friendly breakup?
Could be. No sad girl summer.
No.
It's only feral rat
Only
summer.
feral.
Yeah.
What would you have chosen, Dan?
I think I would have, similar to Rich, I would have upfront tell them because I get paranoid that something wrong might, like there might be a misunderstanding. But I already saw this answer, so I could be biased. You know, if it actually happens, I'm just like running away.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
I think it depends on the ex as well. Because I feel like not all breakups are good breakups as well.
Oh, I think it says a lot about what our last breakup was. So, like, if you pictured your ex, like, and then you chose the response based off of it.
Could be.
You had a person in mind when you were thinking about this question.
Yeah. I was like, would I mind seeing them? And I was like, probably not. I'm okay.
Is this more accurate than the previous test? Or do
I
you
would
feel
say
like
so. Well,
Yeah,
the last
I
one
think
made no
probably.
sense. The last one was just so random.
it was just like
Yeah.
a fun to kind of see all drawings, I guess.
Yeah. I just think I am the best artist out of all of this. Call me Picasso.
That was not
No,
the answer.
no. You aspire to be Picasso. You're just a Picasso right now.
The thing for this question as well is that I don't actually know my girlfriend's exes. Like, I know of them, but I've never met any of them.
Are they nearby?
No.
Oh.
They're not from New York, so that's why.
Her type is international.
I mean, that checks out.
But the question was about your exes.
Oh, wait. Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
You see your ex. You see your ex.
Why would you run away from her ex?
Oh,
You
that's
see-
why I was like, they don't know me. So I would just run away from them because...
Oh no! It's like you see your own ex while your girlfriend is coming to you.
Yeah,
Okay, wait,
yeah.
let me redo this. What was the...
Oh, wow. You already know the answers, though.
That's true. I'm strong and secure.
All right, next. Yeah, we have a couple more. Let's say you're licking your lips right now. Which part did you lick first? Oh, multiple choice again. A, top. B, bottom. C, side. And D, top and bottom.
Bottom is really hard. How do you lick your bottom? What the fuck?
I guess like this.
Yeah, that's
Oh, like you bite your lip?
you a lizard.
What am I trying to seduce someone here? Let me bite my lip seductively.
I mean, with a 7.5 sex drive, you're not seducing anyone.
I'm straight up going like, hi.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh wait, Teresa said bottom.
She wrote down bottom. All
I
right.
couldn't remember which one that one was.
Lick your lips now.
How do you lick a bottom lip? That's not true. That's
Lick
not
your
true.
bottom lip, Therese.
I'll
Do it.
just put on like lip gloss.
All right.
Like when you apply something.
yeah. Or even if I'm
Interesting,
like,
okay.
But
I
that's
don't
not
lick
licking
my
your
lips.
lips.
I just drink water.
That's why I was forced to do it right now. I'm like,
All right. Wait. What did Richard say?
top.
All right, and then you did top as well,
I'm top as well.
and then your bottom.
Yeah, because
All right.
you could just like bite your lip.
No. Like, it starts top left for me.
Okay, I feel like
Okay, let's hear the.
I can already tell this is not really accurate. All right, it says top, very passionate person.
passionate.
Yeah.
Oh, how are you
Actually-
to say he's not passionate?
No, not about this. This could be accurate, but yours,
Oh,
Okay, what about bottom?
what is bottom?
a lazy person. All right, I don't know if I translated this correctly, but in
Yeah.
Korean it says you're like a sloth. What does that mean?
That checks out.
Like
for
a
the
sloth?
feral rat queen.
Sloth.
Like sloths are slow, right?
Depends on the day.
Kind of slow.
Or maybe slow, not lazy. I don't know how it's like. I don't know what it's trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know what. Okay, it's the third one, and maybe we can figure it out.
So the side is very outgoing and charming.
What the fuck?
How do you lick the side of your lips?
Ah.
Like the corner?
That's like if you have like a tick and you're like, let me do this thing. Oh yeah. The side seems weird.
And then top and bottom is person with a perverted temperament.
Oh, top and bottom was an answer
Yeah.
choice.
But
Means
at
you're
the
perverted?
same time,
Yeah.
That's probably why they probably tried to do it when they're writing this question, and they're like, what kind of person does it do? And they're like, it's probably some fucking weird pervert.
there's some like chick writing it, and then her
Yeah.
husband was just like, added the answer.
What am I, honey?
There's too much boy humor in this episode.
All the girls are busy.
Oh.
May's out of town. Jenny and Quinn's busy. That's just you, Charisse.
I know. Get me out.
All right, last one.
Okay.
So the question says, you're meeting up with someone that you've been seeing recently, like as a date, right? But not like in a relationship. And you want to give them a balloon.
A balloon?
What color of balloon do you want to give it to her or him? Okay, so the A is red,
Okay.
B is blue, C is yellow, and D is white. That's again, A is red, B is blue, C is yellow, and D is white. And I don't even know how this comes up to this interpretation, but Instagram said it, so it must be right?
Red means you're horny.
Blue means you're depressed.
Blue means you have blue balls.
All
White
right.
means you're racist.
You guys ready to flip? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Blue.
We got C,
Blue.
B, and B.
What was
B.
C?
Yellow.
Yellow.
C was yellow, yeah.
It's bright.
Okay,
Cheery.
okay. So B, blue, is very pure and cute. Acts like a kid sometimes. I don't know about Richard.
You remind me of
a kid.
You're an old man.
And Charisse, yellow. She said yellow.
And
And
your old grandma.
it says easily persuaded by others.
Oh, that's true. That's
that checks
accurate.
out.
That's accurate.
Hey.
It says red, you may have a bad memories with your ex, which I don't understand.
Okay.
And then
that's
white
random.
is can be self-defeating.
Uh-oh.
Very hard to figure out.
Oh, like white flag almost.
It's like
oh,
a co-
like you
kinda-
surrender.
Like you give up.
I guess so. Maybe.
I mean, A is just so out of nowhere.
That's why I was like, what the heck?
White's like, oh yeah, you're kind of like sad and defeated. A, you have bad memories with your ex. Like, where does that come
Wait,
from?
But what I want to know is why did when he said yellow means you're easily persuaded, you guys were all like, yeah.
What do you mean?
The fuck, you
What do you
guys?
mean? What do you mean?
Trace, do you want to go do a shot?
Yeah.
You
there we
literally
go.
showed up to the club without your ID, so you wouldn't get persuaded to go in.
That is true. I did do that.
And
or
did you
I
end up
that.
inside?
No.
No.
She couldn't.
I
She
was
like,
like, I can't get
actually
in,
couldn't.
guys.
I can't. I know you guys would persuade me otherwise, so I didn't bring it.
But I'm just going to call an Uber and go home? Or?
She lives right down the street, right?
Oh, it was freehold.
Oh, freehold?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
I think the blue checks out for Rich and I. Young child.
you guys can be like very like.
I was going to say we're very childish and immature.
Yeah.
So
I
that-
can
Yeah.
I can agree
Whoa,
with that.
Charisse.
But yeah, that's it with, I guess. I mean, we can continue using the whiteboard if you guys want. Next segment that we're gonna move on to is
Yeah.
called flirting or not. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario, and you guys say if it's flirting or not.
Okay.
You can just say yes or no.
No, I will not do that. If it's flirting, I will put up my sign.
What is that? We're gonna have to censor this episode.
It's because my drawings are just too good. It's
Oh
just
my
like
God.
the practice that I've had.
Well,
Wait,
that-
what if we like
I guess the blue
hearts
makes
on
sense.
our thing, like
Oh,
flirting
heart?
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
heart.
yeah. Put a heart, and then if you think it's flirting, you lift up your sign. Boom. And we'll do it on three each time.
Isn't Dick like a nickname for Richard as well?
That's why. This is
Your
nothing
sign.
sexual. This is purely out of my identity.
makes sense now. Yeah.
Dick is short for Richard.
Yeah.
I think Richard and Charisse knows the first scenario because I gave them the example. But the first one is it flirting or not? If a guy takes up something off a girl's hair without them asking for you to do.
And it's not your sister.
No, it's just.
Wait, it's weirder. Than
It's
your
not a sister.
If
It's
it's
not
your
a sister.
sister, you're not flirting with them.
Oh,
You just never tell them.
okay.
No, if it was my sister, I'd say, you got some shit in your hair. And we'll do it on 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I was like, that's a lot of hearts.
All of
Yeah.
us said flirting.
Mm,
Definitely flirting.
Okay.
You can just point it out.
Yeah, it's
when
very
something's
easy to
in
point
their
it out.
hair.
Mm,
It's not something that you need to action on.
mm. What if I took something off Kyle's head? Is that flirting?
No.
You guys always flirt.
Is it flirting or not if a guy holds a bag without a girl asking?
On 3.
Wait. Did you guys even have time?
I know. We're just using the same picture.
Yeah,
aren't
we're just using
we
the
just
same
lift it,
one.
or we
Oh.
don't
If
lift
we
it.
lift it,
That's flirting?
If we
think
leave it
it's
down,
flirting.
it's not flirting.
Okay.
If we lift it, it's flirting.
3, 2, 1. Okay, you're the only one that it's flirting.
Okay.
You're very conservative in your values.
All right, all
Doors
right.
shut.
Explain. Well, what's the contradicting value here? Why is the holding the bag flirting, and why is it not?
Without asking?
Yeah, like they're not like you guys are walking, maybe with group of friends, but the girl's like having a, or like let's say it's not even heavy, like the girl's just walking with the bag, and then the guy. Just,
No, when the question said heavy. Didn't it?
All right.
Didn't
all
it say heavy?
It's just holding your bag without you asking them.
Oh, holding. I was picturing something heavy.
So does it change the answer if it's heavy?
If it's not heavy,
Or if it's not heavy?
if it's not heavy, then I'm like, no, I wouldn't hold it for them. If it's like something like
Exactly. You wouldn't hold it for them. So if someone did offer, I don't know if it's flirting or not flirting.
You
I
put
just-
it up though. You put it up
flirting.
though.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. Now that I'm
but also
thinking
it
about
says the question said without asking.
Yeah.
So like if it's not heavy bag, there's no reason for me as a guy to like go up to a girl and be like, let me hold that for you.
Again, what if it's like a goodwill? Let's say
No, but it's not even heavy.
Yeah.
Let's,
It's like a
let's say
little-
it's a heavy bag.
If it's heavy, then I'll help carry things for like.
Wait, without the girl asking or without the guy asking?
No one's asking anything.
I think it's weird. I think it's weird to not say anything. Go up to a girl and just grab her bag. That's fine. I think it's weird. Exactly. Imagine I'm on the way back from like the grocery store. I've got a lot of stuff.
No, but I'm picturing a friend.
You,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
friend.
You
I was
know,
picturing
you know
a friend
each other.
too.
You know each other. It's not like I'm gonna snatch your bag and start running away.
Even then, if
I'm flirting with you. I'm flirting with you.
Charisse is like carrying a bag from work, we're chatting on the train.
Yeah.
I'd still ask, oh, I can hold that for you if you want. I'm not gonna be like, give me your fucking bag.
I was picturing more like
That's how I treat wallets. I'm just kidding.
if Charisse had a bag, I'll be like, oh, I know, I got that, and then like not like her purse, not her purse, but like I was picturing something else, not her purse.
So it depends on the bag and it depends on the weight of the
Yeah.
bag.
If it was her purse and she wanted me to hold it, I would first get protection, and then I would just pick it up, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll hold this for you for like 5 minutes, and then it's going down.
all right.
I think even then I'd still ask. I think it's weird to do it without asking at all.
I feel like what I've pictured was like if we were at a picnic and you knew people had bags and you just like grab one, whether it's heavy or not,
Well,
then you just want to be helpful.
no. It's just a scenario
Right?
where like let's say we went to picnic, but there's a lot of heavy stuff on the ground, but the guy specifically chooses the girl's stuff to help.
Does she have a MacBook in there?
Maybe.
I'm gonna go steal it.
But wait, no, but is it
MacBook Pro
is
too
it
big,
is
yeah.
it so like my thought process in that situation is like, okay, what's the heaviest thing, and then I'll carry that first. If all the heaviest things are carried by other guys, then maybe I'll help out and carry something else. But
So the consensus is basically it's flirting if
if it's unnecessary,
it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no one put their signs up, so
Okay. So next question is sending you a lot of pictures of random things.
Oh,
Is that
like in
flirting?
text?
Yeah, text.
3, 2, 1.
Eddie's always alone.
It
All
must
right.
be a cultural difference.
All right. So sending you a lot of pictures
wait.
are
I'm
flirting
interested.
for these two people, Richard and Charisse. And Eddie
Oh.
said it's not flirting.
I want to hear Eddie's opinion.
Yeah, I want to hear Eddie's because he's the dissenting opinion.
I think it's fine to send me pictures. I'll send you pictures of just random shit. Well, it depends. There's definitely a boundary with what the items are. But again, using Charisse as an example, if you sent me pictures of like a hat, I'd be like, yeah, it's cute.
Actually, no. I do send some. I do send random stuff to friends.
What if they're like, "Oh, this is what I ate today," or like you guys
No,
are talking
that's
about
weird.
you guys are talking about like, "Oh, what are you eating for lunch today?" And like, "Oh, this is what I'm eating."
I think if I ask and they respond with a picture, that's fine. But an unsolicited picture,
I feel like it's
What
also
kind-
like it has
What
to
kind
be
of
like
picture are you thinking?
in like
An
relevance to like you and your significant other. Like if you're talking to the other person way more, sending them way more pictures, then that's
Well, hold
weird.
up. Let's think in a way that like none of these people are in relationship. It's just like a
Oh.
sense of like just
Oh, I see.
regular people. It's hypothetical. It's not us.
Mm.
But if a regular person is to do this action to certain other people, Is it considered
well, actually,
flirting?
I might change my answer then. Actually, now I'm rethinking about this. I might change it to no.
oh, now I'm rethinking as well.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like I send like especially when I'm single and I'm just like I usually, if I'm in a relationship, I have the person that I'm gonna send all my random shit to. But when I'm single, I don't have a dedicated person, so I'll send random stuff to random people. I'm like, oh yeah, this person went to this restaurant. So I'm like, oh, let me send you this picture of this like thing I ate.
How do girls think? Like, what if like guys sending you random pictures, like frequently? Like you see that and you feel like, oh, like this is nothing.
Well, if in my perspective, if like a guy is sending me frequent pictures of like what they're doing, what they're at, like their current situation, then I feel like they are flirting because they want you to think of them and what they're doing. But like if it's like a one-off picture, like like if we play pickleball and then you take a picture of you at a pickleball court, that I'm just like, oh, we have something in common, so that's why you're sending it to me. But if it's super random, then it's like definitely a little bit flirty to send a lot of pictures.
Yeah, the context is important.
Yeah, but if it's something you have in common with the other person, like you both like went to this restaurant, you're like, oh, I'm here again, then it's like more casual.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree?
I would agree. Yeah, I think if you're single and you're constantly sending photos, that's probably more flirtatious.
Yeah, but if it's just like one-offs or like a little bit of pictures, then it doesn't really matter.
I see. Okay. Is it flirting if they randomly call you to ask what you're up to? It could be middle of the day, it could be at night.
And the situation is you're single. I don't know, because I feel like I've done all these things without flirting.
Right?
Yeah, to friends.
I've definitely asked.
Yeah, that was going to be a point I was going to make with the other one. Because I think for the sending pictures, if I send pictures to other people, I don't care about it. I'm not flirting or whatever. Yeah. But I think if a girl sends pictures to me, I'm like, damn, she is so into me.
Unless it's very, very contextually relevant for something you guys both did.
Exactly. But yeah, I guess I have a weird like, when I do it, it's fine, but when girls do it, damn, that's a bad mindset. I just exposed myself having a double standard.
So you're avoidant and you have a double standard.
Cancel me.
And a high or low sex drive.
He's just very confused.
I don't know who I am. I'm here to discover myself.
Oh, wait, what was the question again?
Yeah, sorry.
So if they randomly call you to see what you're up to, it's
okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
It's not flirting.
No.
I think they're just
No.
I think they're friends all the time.
I think they're friends.
What if it's past 10 p.m.?
They could be looking for plans.
10 p.m. is
on a
5
Friday?
p.m. in New York on a Friday.
Yeah, is
10
it
p.m. is basically 5 p.m.
Maybe not Friday.
If it's Sunday to Thursday, then it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm just at home.
So it's flirting based on the day they call you.
It depends on the person. Because if they're like really a degenerate, they could be drinking on a Tuesday at 10 p.m.
Comes from an example. Comes from an experience.
It has to be contextual because it could be a booty call if it's depending on the person. If the person is usually drunk 10 p.m. on a Tuesday night.
What if it's your work like coworker?
No.
Would you pick up?
I need this done tomorrow morning.
Yeah. You're like, fuck this.
It is very contextual.
Yeah, I think it's very contextual.
I mean, all of these examples,
but I'm
I feel
gonna say
like.
it's no.
In general, I would say
Yeah.
it's not that.
Guys, we need some more polarizing answers so we can get some content generated. We need to get some engagement here.
Flirting! I feel like we got enough content from those drawings.
From the drawings?
All right, last 3 questions. What if they look at you while you guys are eating with a group of friends? Like, they constantly look at you, like eye contact.
And you have nothing on your face.
No. I assume not.
Okay.
Are you sitting in front of them?
I guess it's everything's contextual.
We'll say across diagonally.
Okay, diagonally.
Diagonally with one person in between.
Yeah. There are 9 people.
9 people?
Yeah, it's called PYLT.
Okay.
Wow, you have so many friends.
Wow. Okay, let's ready.
Okay.
Answers in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do halfway.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so Sharice just stares at them and they're like,
Sharice is she's just zoning out. Like,
Oh, I don't think it's flirting.
I don't think it's flirting. I think it's like they're interested maybe, but they're shy.
It's a poor attempt at flirting.
poor attempt at flirting.
Wait, that's what girls do at the club, though. They just like look at you.
That's exactly what.
Why? Why do girls do that?
Oh,
I can't believe he didn't notice. I looked at him like 3 times.
Yeah, I was flirting.
What if you're just zoning out?
I don't know, because I also feel like when I talk to people, I make like direct eye contact.
You do.
Like not because I'm flirting, but
I
because
know.
I'm like talking to you.
I get scared sometimes because Sharice is literally looking through my soul. It's like- I told Nina that I get scared sometimes when I talk to Sharice.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I don't know where to look.
You could just.
No. When we initially first met, like
Oh.
Nice. You're making
You do have
people
a very
feel
intense
things.
stare.
Do I?
I thought I had a good stand, good.
Is this
Stop.
staring contest?
It's
Stop it!
uncomfortable.
Stop looking at us! Stop it, Charisse!
Wait, why is eye contact weird? I
not
feel like
weird.
that's just normal when
It's
you.
just very intense.
I think it's when you don't break eye contact after like 30 seconds. That's when
No, because that just means you're beta.
no, it's weird.
Beta!
You're overwhelmed.
Beta!
I intimidate you, huh?
A little.
I'm just kidding.
But that's why I think it's not flirting as well. It's just if you're having a conversation,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
maintaining eye contact, it just means you have decent social skills.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, it's weird. If you're talking to someone next to you and you're staring at someone else, that's weird.
Talking to someone next.
Yeah, so
Wait.
say I'm talking
Side by side.
So, say I'm talking to
know why that
Charisse,
was
but I'm
so
just
hard
looking
for
at
me.
Dan the entire time. Like, Charisse, how was your weekend? See, that's
Yeah,
weird.
that's weird. Yeah.
But if I'm not talking and I'm just staring at Dan, that's also,
Weird.
it's weird. Slash, it could be not
Maybe-
flirtatious,
What
but
if you're just looking towards the center of the table? You know, like where the conversation is.
yeah, I think that is generally where you should look, or just look at whoever's talking.
Yeah.
But in the context of the question, it's like, is it flirting if someone's looking at you?
And it's not where the general conversation is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's flirting necessarily.
You know what? I don't think it's really like our answer.
Yeah.
It's really like our interpretation of the question.
Yeah, it could go.
It says more about us. Because like
Oh.
the scenarios are so vague.
It's
That
all
it could be
contextual.
anything.
Draw the scenario.
You know what I'm trying.
No, when I first looked at it, I guess like I had more like a Korean phobia mindset. Koreans have these like very set standard where like, oh, when you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be doing this, that. Like if you're an extrovert, you're like this. If you're introvert, you're like this. If you're a T, you're like this. If you're F, you're like this. So it's like very like T and F as in like Myers-Briggs. So I feel like in Korea, like personalities are very like structured. So when they're looking at these questions, it's very like, oh, like I'll do that, and then like you get the answer.
They try to
everything.
like define every little thing and like categorize
Yeah.
every little thing.
Yeah. So like when you tell them like, oh, I like doing this, and they're like, oh, it's probably because you're.
Yeah, it's like you know how like we have like horoscopes here. It's like that, but like made into like a full on cultural
Yeah.
implication
It's
of
like
like
if everyone
who people
believed
are.
horoscopes.
It's like the whole country's
That's
like
a
that.
very Gemini thing to say.
Yeah, you know Geminis are the worst.
Can you guys explain that for me? I don't know much about horoscope.
Stop trying to get all the attention, Mr. Leo.
Wow.
How many Leos do we have in this podcast? Or just Jenny?
Charisse, are you not a Leo?
I'm a Cancer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bet you are.
Oh yeah, we're two-faced like Gemini. Like your answers, very telling.
Like Gemini
Getting
supposed to be like
called out.
terrible.
I think that's the stereotype that Gemini men have, is that they're two-faced because the Gemini symbol is like two people or whatever.
Like Kanye West. Very volatile.
All right. So the next one is something that Rich mentioned a couple episodes ago. Noticing the subtle difference on your makeup. Is that flirting? If you're not a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Oh.
It's like, oh, your eyelash change. Eyeliner change.
Eyeliner.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
No.
It's not
Not
flirting.
flirting.
So is it normal for a guy to be like, oh, your makeup changed?
It's normal if you had a girlfriend that does makeup and you start to learn to notice those things to make her happy. And if I notice on my friend, I'm like, oh yeah, something's different. It's like, oh yeah, oh my god, they gotta change this thing. I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
How do you think? Like when a guy like notices something different on your face or like your makeup,
Oh,
do you perceive that as a flirting or like do you
no,
perceive?
I think his sexual orientation is different. I think he notices too much. then I'll be like, he's one of the girlies. We're all good.
But it's different because like May also mentioned that she wanted like the guy to notice the differences and like she would appreciate those things.
Well, I'd want my significant other to notice the difference. I don't think it matters to me whether or not a guy friend notices. Then I'll be like, why are you looking at me? Like, why do you know these things?
Bro, stop looking at me.
So would it actually make you less attracted to a guy if they notice the change in your makeup?
Like to a rando, like to like a potential interest.
Yeah, what if it's not like a complete
potential
stranger,
interest.
but like it
I
could,
feel like they could be like, oh, your makeup looks good. But if they could like pinpoint and they're like, oh, you used Fenty Beauty today, didn't
all right, not
you?
like
That's
that,
not
not
like-
like that. I said subtle. I said subtle view, subtle differences.
Oh, okay,
Well,
never
what was that,
mind.
Sharice? Let me write that down. Fenty Beauty.
Fenty Beauty.
Fenty Beauty.
That's a line by Rihanna.
That is not a subtle
Savage.
difference.
Oh, okay, like subtle difference.
Like maybe you changed your blush color and like, you're like oh, it's
Oh.
summerish vibe.
Your highlights look great today.
See, doesn't that sound so like girly? Like your
Or not even like pinpointing out which
Okay,
product you use.
I'll say it again. I'll say it again. Yo, your highlights are pretty cool today.
Oh, it's
It's fancy.
it's Fenty.
Cool blush, bro.
No, you don't. Does it
Nah,
impact your attraction to them?
No.
No.
no. It's
I
so
think
random.
it's a weird attention
So
to detail. This is very strange.
He notices too much.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, does he notice my pore size?
Stop looking so close.
Stop looking at me.
Stop.
I think I would be.
You feel more
I would just
insecure
be more
after?
self-conscious. I'll be like, what else did he notice?
Oh shit! It's like, oh fuck! I gotta see this friend. I gotta do my makeup today. I gotta
Yeah.
look real good.
I
He's
gotta
gonna
put
notice
some
that shit.
concealer on.
He's gonna notice that.
Just put a full mask on.
I'm
and all.
sorry, my eye bags today are like not perfect. Oh my god, I didn't
Yeah.
sleep well last night.
Yeah. But what would piss me off is if like a guy was like, "Oh, you look different today," and I'm not wearing makeup. And I'll be like, or like, "You look tired."
You look
If a guy
sick.
says you look tired, then I'm like, oh.
Oh, you know what the worst is? If a guy was like,
Are you
You
sick?
should smile more.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you look sick. You look pale.
Why don't you
Oh.
smile for me, sugar?
So
Yeah.
what's the lesson there?
Mm.
Don't
I don't think
say
these
it.
have lessons, do they?
Hmm?
Do these have like a interpretation?
I mean, anyone's to interpret, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a lesson out of this.
okay.
The lesson is don't tell a girl that they need more sleep, or that they look sick, or that they look pale.
Yeah, that's such a good take.
Honestly, like based on what you research, just don't say anything.
Don't talk.
What if they're like, oh, you look good today, and you didn't wear white makeup?
Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah.
So that's the lesson. You
It's
just
only-
always say you look good
Always
today.
compliment. Always
yeah,
compliment.
just-
Always
just
compliment.
always compliment.
And I think from there you should like adapt what you say as well. They're like, oh, I'm not wearing makeup, and be like, oh, you have nice skin. Or just like find a compliment out of
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think that's necessarily flirting.
Okay.
No.
All right, last question. You guys are at like a drinking environment, right? Like you guys are drinking with your friends.
Flirting.
No.
I'm just kidding.
And then
He makes a move. He leans in for a kiss. Is that
He's drinking
flirting?
water. Flirting.
what if like everyone's taking like a I guess like a group shot, and then they pour you just a half because they notice that you're a little drunk.
Oh,
Oh.
I do that all the
Oh.
time.
Oh, I think that's nice.
Wait,
Because I know in Korea, that is 100% like flirting. Like
That's
no
flirting.
one will like everyone is out there to kill each other.
wait, repeat the
Oh.
question. Because when you said shot, I was thinking camera, but I don't think there's a camera.
No, like a
No,
drink
like
shot, like a
alcohol,
tequila
and you're
shot.
pouring. You're the one pouring shots for everyone,
Okay.
and then for one person,
You just pour
you
half.
pour half.
Oh, that's weird.
Why is that weird? Because I know they can't drink that much.
It's not equality.
So you
All
would
right,
do
all
one
right,
in Korea.
all right,
Okay, we'll do
Oh,
this.
sorry.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Why didn't you lift? Why did you lift yours?
Wait, what?
You
Oh, so
lift
if
if you
someone
think it's
does do
flirting.
it.
If you think it's flirting when they do that.
Oh, okay. Let me think. It's not flirting, but it's weird.
Actually, if I picture Charisse, the one pouring,
Mm.
and I know the way Charisse is,
What?
I mean,
Okay.
she's trying to make everyone drink. If she poured one guy less,
Could mean something.
because it's also a girl to a guy, and like the connotations are different, I might be a little sus about that.
You would think I would be flirting with you?
Well, not like flirting, but I'd be sus. I'd be watching you after. I'd be like,
Yeah.
why is she like
Not equality.
Yeah, why'd she do it to that one guy?
It's something I'll notice, but not necessarily think is flirting.
I'll notice it, keep it filed away in my mind, and then I'll look for other signs, and then I'll be like, hey, yeah, so you know about Charisse and that guy, right?
Exactly.
Then, like,
I think, yeah, I agree with Rich. It's like
I would pick up on that.
You know when you get coffee and it's like get 10 coffees and you get a free coffee? I see 10 of those interactions.
It's confirmed.
That's one flirt.
But I feel like knowing Charisse, she'll just be out to kill someone.
I know,
She
yeah.
wasn't
That's what I mean.
interested.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
No.
think
She
anyone-
wouldn't like give it less if there. If
But
she
that's
was
what I'm saying. If she did, I would be sus.
maybe she hates him.
Yeah, maybe.
No
maybe-
alcohol for you.
It's a waste. It's a waste.
Maybe he's an angry drunk. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No.
That's why half in particular, I think is something's going on there.
Oh.
Or has that
Oh.
has that happened? Like you've poured someone a half shot? Like
No,
a
I pour everybody full shots.
Yeah.
Except
yeah.
girls. If it's a girl and I know
girls,
she
yeah.
doesn't really want to drink, then I'll be like, oh, just join in on the fun.
Literally, the
Shot.
karaoke, I was too busy running away from this girl with the whiskey
Oh,
shot.
yeah.
That's how you know she's not flirting.
I was like, girl,
I'll also tell you
I said no
guys.
whiskey.
I think I literally outdrank all of you. Not that
you,
I'm proud.
You
but-
literally almost killed Kyle. Like, literally.
On your birthday or at
No,
the
the
karaoke?
no,
karaoke.
karaoke.
Because she was doing the waterfall to him.
Oh,
And it went to the nose. Imagine the whiskey on your nose.
up his nose.
Everyone talks
Okay.
about whiskey dick, but not about whiskey nose. So yeah, the situation is a guy's pouring shots for like you, for everyone, but he pours like a half shot for one of your friends. Do you think he's flirting with her?
Maybe. I think it could depend because if she's really drunk, then I feel like he's just not being creepy, like weird about it. But if he keeps doing that and keep noticing like her and her level, then I think he's paying extra attention to her.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So I feel like if it's consistent half shots and she's like getting a little drunk, then he's like, oh.
If he's giving one person like special treatment,
Yeah. I think it's more about special treatment.
or
yeah.
also I would say this is much more of a thing if like she loses a game and he's like, I'll drink it for her.
So, yeah. So in Korea, there's this thing called hukisa, which is like dark night.
Hukisa?
Hukisa, right? So basically, you do that if like to drink for someone, and then they basically owe you a wish.
Oh.
That's how Koreans like think like. So like giving a half shot is a big deal,
Oh.
right? 'Cause,
But
like,
for Koreans, drinking is so much more part of the culture that like every little thing can mean
everything.
something. Yeah, every single time you drink, it's like games.
Yeah.
Games have to like talk about other stuff.
But looking back at these questions, I do feel like it's a really catered towards those Korean people.
I think it.
If you really want to read into little things, then
Yeah,
you know.
they won't even question the interpretation. Like they won't even question the validation of that like translation.
Yeah.
It's like
just
they're
be
like, oh yeah,
immediately, yes.
it means that.
Yeah.
Oh, it means that. Like,
Yeah, I feel
what
like
is the source of this?
that's the difference. In Korea, it seems like it's very well defined. Like this is what it means.
Yeah.
But here,
I
I
think
guess
there's a lot of social norms they follow. Probably.
this is the land of the free.
It's very like collective, I guess. Yeah, like Korean people are very collective. So like even during COVID, when they say like, oh, no gathering more than like three or four people, like they will do that.
Yeah. It's not as relevant in Korea, but I think some of the interpretations are still useful to think about here in America.
Thank you guys for watching. Our full videos are on YouTube and Spotify, and you can check us out on Instagram and TikTok as well. So if you guys want to give us a follow, comment, if you guys have any questions that you guys would like us to discuss, then please comment down below or on the question box. So yeah, we're gonna head out, go to sleep, and we'll come back with a better episode next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.